At our church congregation, we have this program, this campaign really called Faith Promise. And what it is, it's a program that is geared specifically for missions. It's about giving above and beyond the call of duty to just give a tenth of what we have, our offering. Our offering takes care of, the general fund, keeping the lights on in the building and that sort of thing. But Faith Promise is specifically for missions. I love that. I love that it's only for our missionaries that we send around the world to share the gospel. Well, my husband and I, we just became part of this congregation not too long ago. And so we have had only 1 year's experience with this campaign. For weeks prior to the big weekend where we celebrate this, we are encouraged to pray about whatever number God has laid on our hearts to give above and beyond, just for our missionaries. And Josh and I, we prayed about it, my husband and I, and we came up with this number. We were comfortable with this number. We were happy with this number. But God was saying to us, I think you can have a little bit more faith. And of course, when you're looking at the black ink on the white paper and you're like, I don't know how this is going to work, God is calling us to have a life of faith. Now, we made that commitment. We stepped out in faith and we grew our commitment by some. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. There have been some times where we're like, oh man, how are we going to make it this month? How are we going to pay for this? Or this popped up or this car needs this. And, you struggle and you kind of go through the meh, no one will know question or no one will know statement because it's just between you and your bank account. No one will know except God. God examines the heart of a person and he knows when our heart is not in the right place. Integrity is the stuff we do behind the scenes and how it matches the stuff we do in front of others. There's this story in the Bible that I want to share with you from Acts chapter 5. It's about a husband and a wife who kind of went through the no one will know experience. It's about a man named Ananias and his wife Sapphira. And this is the early church, right when the church was launching, right after Jesus ascended into heaven and Peter preached the first gospel sermon. They decided that they were going to sell all of their possessions and give to the poor and live in a community and be the church. Well, here's what happened. Now a man named Ananias, together with his wife Sapphira, also sold a piece of property. So they were doing what they were supposed to do. With his wife's full knowledge, he kept back part of the money for himself, but brought the rest and put it at the apostles' feet. Then Peter said, Ananias, how is it that Satan has so filled your heart that you have lied to the Holy Spirit and have kept for yourself some of the money you received for the land? You see, the problem is God sees your intentions. And Satan likes to play tricks on us and whisper lies to us or half-truths and say, no one will know. But integrity is going the extra faith mile. Going the extra faith mile, no matter the cost and no matter the audience. Do you have that kind of faith to have integrity?